Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your brother Abdul Hasib with Islam in Prison. Once again, thank you for joining us in our series, Letters from Prison. We're in our third episode, and today we're going to be reading another letter. So this letter comes to us from Kentucky, LSCC. So it's some type of correctional center to prison. And subhanAllah, this ones are actually typed. So, man, this is great because I should be able to read this without any difficulty. But this brother must have a typewriter, and typewriters in there run for about $130. And if you can get one, alhamdulillah, people would prefer to type, especially a person who has nothing but time, subhanAllah. So he begins, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. To whom it may concern, Assalamu alaikum. My name is such and such. I hold the position and title of Imam of the Islamic community here in Little Sandy Correctional Complex, subhanAllah, located in Sandy Hook, Kentucky. That's what the LSCC is for, Little Sandy. So this is an Imam, subhanAllah. I recently received your information upon requests for a list of outside establishments we could attempt to contact and reach out for aid through this institution. We need desperately the assistance of Islamic vendors, merchants, publishers, newspaper and magazine distribution companies, and any Islamic companies who would open themselves to the possibilities of being available to the communities behind the walls and fences of jails and prisons, subhanAllah. You know, something that catches my mind just immediately in this paragraph is that he received our information through a request for a list of outside establishments. Usually what happens that if there's 70 Muslims, 100 Muslims in prison, and there's usually a chaplain that's Christian, usually they'll go to the chaplain and ask the chaplain, hey, can you give us a list of, Islamic organizations that we may contact so that we can get the resources we need? Because generally speaking, the Christian chaplain doesn't necessarily support, generally speaking, the Muslim community, right? So he probably printed something out online and he probably gave it to the community, and therefore this Imam is writing us, and he's probably writing a variety of different Islamic organizations on top of that. That's just a side note. So myself and the brothers here at this institution are requesting for donations in the form of books, materials, resources, or even in-person visits for classes or whatnot that may assist us in furthering and developing ourselves individually and as a collective by strengthening our deen knowledge, subhanAllah. So apparently they don't have any Muslim volunteers and they don't have an Imam that goes there. He's actually the Imam for the community within the community. I would also appreciate any information you can give us pertaining to your business and some particulars, packets, brochures, or booklets to order from as a whole through our religious center fund later. The number of Muslims in this community range from 25 to 40 brothers, alhamdulillah. If you have any questions pertinent to our situation or lack of resources at this institution, please feel free to contact me via postal mail, and he gives me his information again. Please understand that I personally, in my individual capacity, am unable to receive any material from outside sources or businesses. Any materials, resources, merchandise, books, and or literature, and things of that nature will have to be directed through the institution and institutional chaplain. And he gives me the chaplain's contact information, alhamdulillah. That's a very big thing because it's hard to get in touch with the chaplain. Our community consists of brothers of both Sunni and Shia, Islamic background, and we're speaking as a whole in one single brotherhood and requesting for materials and resources for both, if at all possible. Thank you and God bless. May Allah be pleased with you and bless you in your business and endeavors. Respectfully, and he gives his name. And he ends with the last one, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the compassionate, the merciful. SubhanAllah, this is a very good letter. We just got this one and about a week ago. And so inshallah, we're gonna be fulfilling it. We're gonna actually just not fulfill it, but we're gonna contact the chaplain because he provided us information, and we're gonna write to him and see what's going on and how we could really help before we send anything. But alhamdulillah, this is a very good letter. And he gave us a lot of information that we usually need from every prison. Alhamdulillah. 25 to 40 brothers, Inshallah, let's see if we can do the dawah, so it could be 70 to 80 brothers. Thank you for joining us in our third episode in our series of Letters from Prison. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.